They deceived you and said that the French Champollion was the one who decoded the hieroglyphic language, although there was a Muslim scholar who deciphered it hundreds of years before him. Welcome to our channel. In this video, we will reveal the truth about deciphering the Rosetta Stone. Ibn Wahshiyya al-Nabati, an Arab scholar, deciphered hieroglyphics before Champollion. We have learned in our school curricula over the generations that the French archaeologist Jean-François Champollion was the first to decipher the ancient hieroglyphic language after finding the Rosetta Stone, until the Egyptian researcher Okasha al-Dali, a lecturer at the University of London, came to announce in his book, The Lost Millennium, Ancient Egypt in the Writings of the Arabs, that the Arabs had knowledge of some of the letters of the hieroglyphic language in the 9th century AD. He also found in several libraries manuscripts containing several opinions. Most of them are attributed to the Arab researcher, Ibn Wahshiyya al-Nabati, who tried scientifically to decipher the hieroglyphics. He is Ahmed bin Abi Bakr bin Wahshiyya al-Nabati. He is an Iraqi Muslim alchemist and linguist who lived during the 9th and 10th centuries AD, and he wrote many books on alchemy and magic. He also wrote the book Nabatean Farming, which is considered one of the most famous ancient agricultural books. His book, The Longing of the Desire to Know the Symbols of Pens, was translated from ancient writing systems into English and published in London in 1806. Ibn Wahshiyya precedes the Europeans, and recently research was conducted on the book, The Desire of the Desired to Know the Symbols of the Pens, and it was found that it deals with 89 ancient languages and their writings and compares them with Arabic, including the Kurdish language and hieroglyphs. Ibn Wahshiyya discovered that hieroglyphic symbols are phonetic symbols and analyzed many of their symbols before Champollion's discovery. The Austrian Orientalist, Joseph von Hammer, even published an investigation in 1806 containing an English translation of the book. The French Orientalist, Sylvestre de Sacy, also published a study on writing in French in 1810, which made some think that Champollion had read these translations before his discovery of the stone in 1822. But there is no evidence to confirm or deny this claim. The Libyan thinker Ali Fahmi Kushim wrote in his book, Arabs and Hieroglyphics, that he said, "The Arabs preceded European scholars in deciphering ancient scripts and translating their writings into Arabic. I do not think that Europe has succeeded in deciphering antiquities and learning about the sciences of those who preceded them. Nations except through the books of the Arabs, and I translated it into their language. Among that is what I saw with my own eyes and looked at for myself. The book, The Desire of the Desperate to Know the Symbols of the Pens, by Ahmed bin Wahshiyya al-Nabati, and congratulations to the European scholars who translated this book into their language, for the English translated it 120 years ago, and through it they learned of the effects of past nations. The works of the Orientalists and their understanding of deciphering the symbols of antiquities are nothing but the result of their research into this book and their study of it, and hiding it from us so that we do not precede them in it." Historians say that Ibn Wahshiyya also discovered in his book the symbols that the pharaohs used to describe some things such as the names of the planets, stars, and minerals, and animals. He went beyond this to explain the symbols that were used for some absolute meanings, such as the spirit, good, evil, and so on. He also provided a statement about the different classes of Egyptian priests, their rituals, and their offerings. Ibn Wahshiyya's amazing discovery made the world go beyond the idea that Muslim and Arab scholars believed that the pharaonic civilization of Egypt was a pagan civilization that did not interest them. Rather, it made them convinced that there were Arabs who taught and inspired Europeans from time immemorial. Especially since the Ibn Wahshiyya manuscript is currently displayed in the National Library in London and Paris, in addition to several other European and international libraries. However, what is truly strange is that what Ibn Wahshiyya concluded was not circulated by Arab historians in subsequent eras. Rather, they continued to adhere to the myths that they transmitted about the ancient Egyptian civilization, which they considered to be the true, unknown history of that distant civilization, which was known as the mythical history of Egypt. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive everything new.